When did you realize your fiancé was your biggest mistake? My hands shook as I pinned the last curl into place, my white sundress hugging my frame. The mirror reflecting a woman who thought she had it all. A perfect fiancé, a dream wedding just weeks away. A future bright with love. James and I had built 5 years together, late nights laughing over pizza, whispered promises of a house, a dog, maybe kids. When he proposed, rain-soaked and grinning on that muddy hike, I said yes before he finished, my heart bursting. I poured everything into planning our wedding, a rustic barn with fairy lights, wildflowers. 80 guests who mattered. James nodded along, smiling when I showed him swatches, saying looks great, and I believed he was just a guy letting me shine. God, I was so wrong. The first hint of trouble came 3 months before the wedding. I was folding laundry at his place when his phone lit up, a text from Claire, his co-worker. Missed you last night. With a winking emoji. My stomach dropped, but he laughed it off, called it a joke, said she was just a friend going through a breakup. I wanted to believe him. I did, his arms around me. His voice soothing, but the doubts lingered. Late nights at work, cagey answers, a phone tilted away when text came through, little cracks I tried to ignore. My best friend Sarah said I was paranoid. My mom called it pre-wedding jitters, so I buried the unease, kept planning, kept smiling. Then came the engagement party, my parents' backyard glowing with lanterns, music I curated, food I'd helped cook. I felt like I was floating, James charming everyone, telling stories about our first date, making my heart swell. But as I grabbed wine from the kitchen, I heard him outside. His voice low, serious, talking to his friend Mike. I love her, I guess, he said. But I'm not sure I'm ready. Claire thinks I'm settling, says I could do better. It's easier to just go through with it. Settling. Easier. Claire. The words burned, my world tilting, the wine bottle heavy in my hands, my lungs forgetting how to breathe. I don't know how I walked back outside, how I smiled, but rage was building, a fire I couldn't douse. I grabbed my phone, found his messages, a group chat with Mike and some guy named Derek. James joking about my bridezilla obsession, complaining about wedding costs, saying he'd rather be at Claire's. Then Claire's texts, muted, hidden, you don't have to do this. You deserve someone who gets you, not someone who traps you. Traps me. I felt sick, betrayed, but I wasn't going to let him slide. I marched back to the party, climbed onto a chair, tapped my glass. The clink silencing the crowd. Everyone, I said, my voice shaking but strong, I have an announcement. My fiancé thinks I'm a placeholder. He's been texting his coworker about leaving me. Here's the proof. Gasps erupted. James's face went pale, his mom shouting about privacy. But I read his text aloud, every damning word. Claire stepping forward, smirking, saying I was making a scene. I threw my ring at James's feet, told him to have her, and stormed out, their whispers chasing me. But as I drove away, my phone buzzed, an unknown number. You'll regret this. You can't humiliate him, and walk away. My heart raced. This wasn't over. Someone was watching. Someone wanted revenge, and I had no idea how far they'd go. Want to know what happened next? Did she fight back? Or did James and Claire win? Click here to read the full, heart-wrenching story of betrayal, confrontation, and a woman reclaiming her life in the wedding that never was.